What's going on, everyone? Heath here from Host of Horrors, and I just got done watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Legacy sequel, directed by David Blue Garcia and exclusively showing on Netflix. This movie is really bad. It's very bad. Very bad. Not a good movie. Not at all. No. The characters are not enjoyable. The storyline is as basic and generic as it comes. And other than a few kills, just a very even the kills aren't that inspiring. It's just a very uninspiring film. I genuinely don't know why they made this, but I feel that way with all the Texas Chainsaw sequels or remakes, reboots, prequels, all the shit that they've done since the original. The original, classic, an amazing horror film. Everything after that has been very bad, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people have a soft spot for the 2023 remake. I don't really like it at all. To me, that is also really bad. It's just, this is one of those movies they really... One of those series that they really should have just left alone. Should have just made the first one and left it alone at that. Just drop it, let it simmer, let it be a classic, and just don't ruin it with sequels. Yet they keep ruining it with sequels. In this version, in this one, you got a bunch of kids, little social media influencers, trying to gingify an old rundown town of Harlow in Texas. I'm assuming adjacent to where the original murders happened, or the surrounding areas where the original murders happened. There's like a gas station that kind of promotes the murders and shit like that. They go to this town and they're ready to sell the property to willing buyers that come on a party bus. However, there's this one lady who lives in an old abandoned orphanage with one of her kids, one of the orphan kids from back in the day. He's still there as a grown-ass man, and they basically tell her, you have no right to stay here, and she's like, yeah, I do. And they're like, no, you don't. And she has like a heart attack and has to go to the hospital. So the son goes with her. And for some reason, one of them goes with them. Like, I don't get this part of the movie, because one of them's like, I have to go. And they're like, no, you don't have to. I'm like, yeah, no, you don't have to. There's two cops and her son. They're fine. But no, they send one of them anyway. It's like, no, you stay here because you're the chef. This was your idea. I'll go. And it's like, why? Why even go? Like, you don't know this old lady. She's with two police officers and her son. Why the fuck are you, a complete stranger, going to the hospital with this person? That don't make no sense. Like, at all. So anyway, on the way to the hospital, old lady dies and son freaks the fuck out and starts killing bitches. Kills two cops, kills the lady, and dons the leather face, and boom! Start of our movie. Which, a little weird, because they don't kind of... It's like they make it out to where this is the original Leatherface, the original killer, but that don't make any sense, considering that you see pictures of him as a kid at the orphanage, and he grew up with the old lady, calling her mom and whatnot, and that's not the original killer. Not even close. The original Leatherface was part of the family, part of the human meat chili eating family. This one seems like he's just kind of doing the same thing as Leatherface, but a completely different person. Because this one's even smarter. Like, in the original Leatherface, or original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface was kind of like a man-child. Like, he never grew up. Where this one's cunning. Like, he has plans. He hatches schemes. He murders bitches and thinks things through. Where this one, the original, was just kind of like... he was the muscle of the family, but he wasn't the brains, like, at all. Not even remotely close to being the brains of the operation. So it's like, this is a completely different Leatherface. I mean, there's even a moment where Sally comes back from the original movie. She's been a ranger for all these years hunting Leatherface, but can't find him. And she finally, shows up at the end, points a gun at him, and was like, do you remember me? You don't remember me. Well, of course he doesn't remember you. This isn't the same guy. Like, Oh, why make a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie but make it with a different Leatherface? But he's acting and doing the same thing as Leatherface. Like he hides, there's a chainsaw behind the walls. So is he the original Leatherface? And if so, why does he act so different? And was he a kid at this orphanage just to go back to his family when he turns 20, just to go back to the orphanage after his family dies? It makes no sense. It makes no freaking sense. Another thing that doesn't make any sense is their policy, like their message about guns in this film is just really stupid. And it's not this film's problem. It's just Hollywood in general. They keep doing this where they make the main protagonist hate guns or have or been involved in a gun related accident. In this case, both. One of the sisters, Mel, hates guns, and the other one, Liza, has been in a school shooting. She's a survivor of a school shooting. So it's like they hate guns, but at the same time, guns play an important role of saving the day at the end of the movie. So like, do you hate guns or do you need them? Like, do you hate guns until it's necessary to not hate guns? Actually, you know what? That sounds like a lot like America's policy on guns, so I'm just gonna stop it right there. But you see what I mean? It's really dumb. Like, pick a side. Pick a side. If you're gonna have guns play an important role at the end of the film, don't have someone shit all over guns in the beginning of the film, because then it makes them look like a hypocrite when they pick up the gun to save the day. Stupid! This movie's dumb. The one thing going for this movie that I actually really enjoy was the gore. This movie has a lot of kills that are really, really cool, and the gore is pretty nice. Not even gonna lie. Like, and there's nothing creative whatsoever about the kills. At all. But when you see someone's knee get caved in, or like their arm broken, and they use the bone protruding out of the skin to stab the person in the neck, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. There's a scene where Leatherface, and you've probably seen it in the trailers, where Leatherface starts like killing people in the party bus, and there's just blood all over the place. He's cutting people in half and shit. It's pretty cool. So it's got that going for it. Other than that, the film's very beautifully shot. Like, there's a lot of good looking scenes. It's a good looking movie, but the writing, the acting, the storyline, and the direction they went with this film is appallingly stupid. Like, I lost brain cells just thinking about how stupid this movie is. It irks me. So I'm gonna give it probably 2 stars. And mainly because I did enjoy watching it, even though it was frustrating. It was kind of entertainingly frustrating. Like, I enjoyed thinking about how stupid this movie is. And the gore is pretty cool. I do like all the kills and everything. So I'm going to give it 2 stars. But it is nothing special, nothing to write home about. It is hot garbage, but if you're a horror fan like I am, and even the hot garbage horror movies are still kind of entertaining, you should probably check it out. But what you should do is check out more of our content. We got videos just like this one where I discuss recent movies that have just came out. We also have our weekly episode podcast called Host of Horrors that me and Jay do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, hit the like button. Check us out on social medias. We got all the social medias out there. You should really, really interact with us. Jay loves that shit. So, until next time, I have been Heath. This has been a parking lot review. Drink water, stay hydrated, enjoy a slice of pizza. See ya.